The COVID-19 pandemic has been a major shock for the global economy, and especially for the industrial sectors in Europe. The lockdown measures, travel restrictions, and social distancing rules have disrupted supply chains, reduced demand, and forced many factories to close or operate at low capacity. The pandemic has also accelerated some trends that were already affecting the industry before the crisis, such as digitalization, automation, and e-commerce. In this section, we will explore how the pandemic has exacerbated the demand for convenience and the challenges for industrial sectors in Europe. One of the main effects of the pandemic has been a shift in consumer preferences and behavior towards more online and contactless transactions. E-commerce and other virtual activities have boomed during the crisis, as many consumers discovered or increased their use of online shopping, delivery services, streaming platforms, telemedicine, and remote work. According to McKinsey, in 2020, the share of e-commerce grew at 2 to 5 times the rate before COVID-19. This trend is likely to persist even after the pandemic, as consumers value the convenience, safety, and efficiency of online transactions. This shift in demand has implications for the industrial sectors in Europe, which need to adapt their production processes, distribution channels, and product offerings to meet the new consumer expectations. For example, some industries may need to invest more in digital technologies, such as cloud computing, artificial intelligence, or Internet of Things, to enable more flexible and customized production. Other industries may need to diversify their supply sources or relocate some of their activities closer to their markets to reduce their dependence on global trade and increase their resilience. Moreover, some industries may need to innovate their products or services to offer more value-added features or solutions that cater to the online consumers. However, adapting to these changes is not easy for many industrial sectors in Europe, which face several challenges that hamper their competitiveness and recovery. Some of these challenges are structural, such as the fragmentation of the single market, the lack of skilled workers, or the regulatory barriers. Some of these challenges are cyclical, such as the low demand, the high uncertainty, or the liquidity constraints. And some of these challenges are specific to the pandemic situation, such as the health risks, the social distancing rules, or the travel restrictions. The European Union has recognized the importance of supporting its industrial sectors during and after the pandemic. In March 2020, it adopted a new industrial strategy that aims to build a more resilient, sustainable, and competitive industry for Europe. The strategy focuses on 3 key priorities: strengthening the single market, fostering a green and digital transition, and enhancing Europe's strategic autonomy and global leadership. To implement this strategy, the EU has mobilized significant financial resources through its recovery plan, which allocates €750 billion to support public investment and reforms in areas such as digitalization, innovation, energy efficiency, or circular economy. The COVID-19 pandemic has posed unprecedented challenges for the industrial sectors in Europe. But it has also created new opportunities for transformation and growth. By embracing the demand for convenience and overcoming the existing obstacles, Europe's industry can emerge stronger and more competitive from this crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic has exposed the fragility of our current economic system, which relies heavily on convenience and consumption at the expense of environmental and social well-being. As we recover from the crisis, we have a unique opportunity to rethink our priorities and build a more sustainable future for ourselves and the planet. But how can we balance convenience and sustainability in the post-pandemic recovery? Here are some possible strategies and solutions. First, we need to make sustainability a core value of the recovery. This means investing in green infrastructure, renewable energy, circular economy, and climate resilience. According to McKinsey, a low-carbon recovery could not only significantly reduce emissions, but also create more jobs and economic growth. Moreover, addressing climate change can help us prevent future pandemics, as rising temperatures can increase the risk of infectious diseases. Second, we need to foster coordination and collaboration among different stakeholders. This includes governments, businesses, civil society, and individuals. Coordination can help align policies and actions across sectors and regions, while collaboration can enhance innovation and knowledge sharing. For example, the UN has proposed a classification, coordination, collaboration framework for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, in the post-pandemic era. The framework aims to identify the current development status and urgency of each country, promote domestic and international synergy, and strengthen economic and cultural exchanges. Third, we need to empower consumers to make more sustainable choices. This involves providing them with reliable information, incentives, and alternatives. For example, businesses can adopt sustainable value chains that ensure the health and safety of their workers, use sustainable product components, and minimize waste. Consumers can also use digital platforms and tools to access information about the environmental and social impact of their purchases, compare different options, and join communities that support sustainable consumption. Fourth, we need to embrace innovation and technology as enablers of sustainability. Technology can help us improve efficiency, reduce costs, and optimize resources. For example, smart grids can improve energy management and distribution, while artificial intelligence can enhance decision-making and forecasting. Technology can also help us monitor and measure our progress toward sustainability goals. For instance, the World Bank has developed a global tracking framework that assesses countries' performance on energy access, efficiency, and renewables.